welcome back to my channel. This is Balancing Life with Bree. If you're new here, this is a scheduled Sunday video where I give you guys a meal plan for the week so you don't have to stress about it, because that's like the number one stressor I feel like in everybody's household is what are we gonna have to eat? Well, get a pen, get your notes app out on your phone, and I'm gonna tell you everything that you need to make 4 calorie-friendly, WW-friendly recipes. So the first one that I'm gonna be telling you guys about, I have not had before. So I have a couple that I've had before, a couple that I haven't. So this is gonna be new for me. This is a chicken enchilada bake, and it's 311 calories. So it's also like minimal ingredient. I feel like this was like a meal that could be like a cheaper meal as well. So I went ahead and got a big pack of chicken. This is a chicken breast that I've been getting recently because it's the same size, or it's bigger than the Tyson, but it's the same price and it's good. So I got some chicken. You're going to need red enchilada sauce, black beans, diced green chilies, fire roasted tomatoes, cheddar cheese, some tortillas. These are the ones that I decided to use. There are more calorie friendly tortillas out there, but these are the ones that I like. So make sure whatever ingredients that you decide to use, put it in your recipe builders that you have, because these, for example, 2 of them are 100 calories, but I just think these taste better. And a pack of taco seasoning. This is one of those recipes that's just like a dump and go type situation. So if you're one of those people that's like on the go all the time, that kind of jazz, that's all you need. Very minimal ingredient, super easy dump and go crock pot recipe. I'm probably gonna be making this on Tuesday, so you may or may not see this in the what I eat in a day video that I'm gonna be doing, but I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram, what it tastes like. I'll put my Instagram on the bottom of the screen down here if you wanna give that a follow. I try to post on there semi-regularly. I do my best. Anyway, so this is the first recipe that I'm gonna be making this week, and now let's get into the next one. So this next recipe I have made on my channel before, but it is so good, and I asked God to help me plan this like meal prep for this, or planning for this week, and this is something that he was like, ooh, you haven't made those in a while, so I'm going to make them. These are the hamburger egg rolls. Just so you guys know, every single recipe I will have linked down below in my description, but these are about 112 calories per roll and 2 to 3 points depending on your plan. I know when it was like blue, green, and purple, they were all 2 points, but now with the personal points, I can't really tell you an exact number, so make sure you're plugging that into your app. But another, in my opinion, super low ingredient meal that tastes really, really good. So I do change it up a little bit because your girl's not a fan of mustard or pickles or grape tomatoes. So I don't put those in mine, but you can. It's just not my vibe. So what I need for this is a pack of ground beef. I just use this Laura's Lean. I've been using her forever. I love this beef. This is the one that I use. I got the 92.8. Then you're going to need some Laughing Cow cheese. This is just the light Laughing Cow cheese. The pepper jack one with these is really, really good too, but my Kroger only had the light. The recipe, I think, calls for the light originally, but the pepper jack one, if you can find it, also super good. You're going to need some reduced fat sharp cheddar cheese. Love this stuff. Some ketchup. You can use the like lighter ketchup. This is just ketchup that I had at home, so I just thought it would be silly to buy another ketchup, but you're gonna need ketchup. McCormick hamburger seasoning. This stuff is seriously so good, and I've had this one I feel like forever, and I used to make these burger wraps all the time, but hamburger seasoning. You're going to need a onion. So if you guys have been following me forever, you already know I do this. If you haven't been following me, I use a frozen chopped onion just because it's easier for me and I think it tastes just as fine. So you're gonna use some frozen chopped onion. And then last but not least, you're going to wrap it in these egg roll wrappers. These are the ones that are at my Kroger. They're vegan. One wrap is 60 calories. They are really, really good. So the way that I do these is I will cook up the mixture, mix everything together, put it in the egg roll wrap it, and then put it in my air fryer. So you literally will have a meal done so quickly. Like once you cook up the meat, it's just like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You have a dinner, and it's really, really good. I normally like will cut mine in half and then dip them in some extra ketchup or whatever I decide to do. You can dip it in ketchup, you can dip it in mustard, whatever your heart desires. But I'm going to be making these this week. And like I said, they're one of my favorites and I haven't had them in a very long time. So I'm very excited. for these. And now let's just get into the next one. All right, guys, so the next recipe is a chicken and dumplings recipe, and I have not had chicken and dumplings in a hot minute. And even though it's like 9 million degrees outside, I still kind of want some comfort food. So that's what I'm gonna be having. So I'm gonna be using the other half of this pack of chicken that I bought for this recipe. This is a crock pot meal as well, so it's a dump and go situation. So you're gonna dump in your chicken. You're gonna need 2 cans of cream of chicken. I just use this 98% fat-free. This is just a Kroger brand. I know Campbell's has it as well, but 2 cans of that. You're gonna need some low sodium chicken broth. Yet again, Kroger brand. You don't have to be bougie, you don't have to be fancy. I'm adding some baby carrots. The recipe does say to like chop them up, but I think I'm gonna put them in whole because I think that just tastes better. You're going to need some celery, onions again. Your girl's still using her chopped onions. And then for like spices, you're going to need thyme, black pepper, oregano, salt, and cornstarch. And then you're also gonna need some garlic. And last but not least, you're going to need biscuits. Now, I know this recipe calls for like a small can of biscuits. I just went ahead and got the big biscuits. I'm gonna use half of them and like cut them up and throw them in. And then I'm going to cook the rest just to have, because I think biscuits are good. And that's what I wanted to do this week. So again, this is like kind of high ingredient for this recipe, but it's really, really worth it. It's a really good comfort food for me. I love eating this. So I'm gonna be having this. I'll probably make this on like Monday or Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I am still very excited to eat this. And I have one more recipe for you guys, so I will be right back with that one. Alrighty, so the last recipe I'm going to be making this week is a chicken Parmesan spaghetti bake. I dare you to say that 5 times really fast because I had to practice it before I started filming. Anyway, it is 3 to 9 points depending on your like personal points on Weight Watchers, and about 288 calories per serving. It is 6 servings per this entire meal. So what you're going to need: chicken. Like I said, I bought 2 of these big bad boys for this week. So you're gonna need a pack of chicken. You're going to need some spaghetti. I use the Barilla Protein Plus. I think it tastes really good. I use this spaghetti, the actual like penne noodles. Anytime I need a pasta, I always use this pasta. You're going to need some tomato sauce. So I just bought this Hunt's canned tomato sauce, nothing special, nothing crazy. And then this is the best part for me: cheese, cheese, and more cheese. So you're going to need some grated Parmesan cheese. You're going to need some shredded Parmesan cheese, which I didn't even know they made this, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I did not know they just like have this in bags at Kroger, but your girl found it. And you're going to need some mozzarella cheese. I just have this part skim mozzarella. This is the one that I'm going to be using. And then for spices, yet again, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're going to need some Italian seasoning, some black pepper, and some Himalayan pink salt. And that is it for this recipe. You cook your spaghetti, you cook your chicken, you put it all together, you pop it in the oven, and then you get this baked spaghetti Parmesan cheesy goodness. And I am so excited to eat it. So those are 4 recipes that I'm going to be eating this week. I will let you guys know what I think about them on my Instagram. And yeah, so if you guys like videos like these, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I just want you to remember that every day is a new day to pop, lock, and drop those pounds. Bye, guys.